Okay, so we're ready. You guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Tony Van Schoik, Senior Executive Director with Monate Global. I have the amazing legacy founder and MMM, Maggie Daniel, with us tonight, and she's going to share all the good things about Reels because this is a game changer for your business. And I've been learning from her and a couple of other amazing people, but she has taken this, she's run with it. She's got the proof of what it's done for her business. When I was there with her last week, she was getting VIP, market partner, VIP, just because of this increased engagement through Instagram on Reels. So Maggie, I'm going to turn it over to you. Girl, share with us all your wonderfulness.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I just want to start off by saying I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. Okay. So I'm going to share with you guys what I've learned over the last month. So, Reels started about last summer. I feel like that's when they came out. And I kind of dabbled in it. I made one reel that I still feel embarrassed about it's from Vanilla Ice and it goes, yo, VIP, let's kick it. And I had like little things of what the VIP program. I was mortified that I like kind of lip synced. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm one of those people. So I never really wanted to go all in on Reels. I just dabbled here and there. I would do tutorials my old school way. I would film the whole thing and I would edit it down. Like I would put it at almost like 10 max speed to make it go super fast. And like nothing was really happening from it. And so I had seen multiple people go from, the average amount of followers to 10K, 20K, 30K. And like the amount of followers you have, that doesn't matter. Like, don't judge your success in your followers. But what it does is the more followers you have, the more people who are seeing your things, which is more exposure to your business, more opportunities for VIPs, more opportunities for market partners? VIPs, you know what I mean? So it's going to help grow your business. So the whole point of me doing Reels wasn't so I could go viral and I could have, 100,000 followers or anything like that, which, I mean, I'm not going to complain if it gets there because that means more people are seeing my business. So I've seen like Amy Sloan, you guys follow her. She's hilarious. Her following jumped tremendously. There's a girl who's in a completely different company than mine. We've kind of connected back and forth for the last 2 years. And I watched her jump her following count crazy in amounts of time. And I was like, what did you do that was different? And the answer was Reels. Reels are so hot right now, and Instagram is pushing them for everyone. Like if you're making a reel, it's going to be out there. So I decided I'm just going to suck it up. I'm going to be consistent. And I'm going to commit to this a reel a day, every day in the month of May. Now, I missed like 1 or 2 days. It was typically on a weekend when I was like, crap, I didn't do something. But I showed up every single day. And I'm going to just like kind of walk you through the things that I learned, but I'm not going to teach you how to make reels. You guys, you're over 18, you have Google and you have YouTube. I'm not going to like show you how to make a reel. You're just going to have to dive in, be uncomfortable, not know how things work, kind of be frustrated and figure it out because that's how you're going to learn is when you dive in and you do it yourself. You can watch 100 tutorials and all the things, but until you start doing it, that's when it's going to become more second nature because that's what happened with me. I was like, I don't know how they're doing this. And you just figure it out along the way. So first of all, just dive in. The second thing is keep your niche in mind. So I'm sure you've all heard these trainings about like your 3 to 5 pillars. You find your 3 to 5 pillars. Some it's like family, faith, fitness, whatever, okay? I want you to think about your niche. That is really narrowing down, getting very specific. And I've learned all of these things from following Brock Johnson. His handle is Brock11 Johnson on Instagram. And he talks about niche a lot, and he talks about getting very specific. So you ask yourself the question, or your niche should be like, I help blank solve blank. Okay, so I help women gain confidence by taking intentional action, jump off the hamster wheel, and live your life by design. That's what my bio says. So before you start these reels, think about your niche. You can have those 3 to 5 pillars in your mind, but who are you specifically trying to help? Who is your target audience? So before you start making the reels, think about your niche, update your bio. So when you have a reel that they like, they go to your bio, what does that bio say? Don't have it say like, mom of 3 likes clean products, whatever. Like, make it specific. Mine literally says, I help women gain confidence by taking intentional action, jump off the hamster wheel of life, and live your life by design. And it has a hand pointing down to my milkshake website. If you don't know what that is, Google milkshake website. Is a link. It's kind of like Linktree. I have pictures, links, all the things. So I have like my Monate, my hair quiz, all of that. Plus I have like an Amazon storefront. People can go to that if I order things off Amazon. So start there with your niche and that. The other thing you want to do is you want to make your Instagram account a creator account, because when you have a creator account, that's going to help you track your insights. That's going to show you the best time of day to post your reel, the best time of day to do anything. It's going to show you how many followers you have, how many are leaving. I don't really care so much about how many are leaving as much as I care about who's staying, and if the content I'm giving them is what they want, and the best time of day. I always hear it is like 9, noon, 3, 6, 9. For me, if I post a reel at 9 a.m. or noon, it's not going to perform like if I post a reel at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. It's a weird time, I think. And really, you want to post it about 30 minutes before, because the peak time is when people are coming in. And once those people are in, then they're leaving. So about 30 minutes before your peak time is when you want to post your reel. So every day for me, I would post it around 5:30. And that's when I would see results. Now today it's 7:30 and I have it edited. I just don't have it posted yet because I had to do pool liner. Life happens sometimes. So you're going to make a creator account. That's going to give you all of your insights in the best time. Now here's when it comes to the reels. You might be like, Maggie, I don't know what to make a reel about. I'm overwhelmed when it comes to reels. You're going to set a timer. Jackie Belkey just talked about this today on Tony's team page, you guys, and I watched it, and she has some really great nuggets. And we also have a few things that are contradicting to each other, which is interesting. But Jackie said this too, like, go to your Instagram, and right at the bottom of your screen is like, you're not going to be able to see it. In the middle, there it looks like a little thingy, with a play button. That's where the reels are. And you can open it up. Crap, sorry, my sound is on. And you can just watch reels, okay? You just scroll and you watch the reels and you get inspired by what reels you like. And in the bottom right-hand corner are 3 little dots. And if you see something and you're like, oh, that's funny, or, oh, that's a good idea, or it's something that makes you be like, that was funny, I'm going to watch it again, because they're just going to repeat. You click on those 3 dots and you can, oh shoot, I'm trying to remix. You can save it. And then when you go back to your own profile, in the top right-hand corner are 3 lines, and you click that and it's going to say saved. And you click on the saved, and all those reels that you watched that you liked are going to be in a folder. So that way, like, I do this all the time. I watch a reel and I think it's great. I save it. It goes in this folder. And when I'm feeling stuck and uninspired, I go to this folder so I can see, oh yeah, I was going to like remix this version of this reel. You can also just save music. So if you hear a song that you like, or if you hear, I can't think of a specific sound, but if you've watched reels before, there's specific sounds, and you can save those sounds and come back to them. So take the time to watch some reels, get ideas, save sounds, save these videos, And if you see a reel, excuse me, over and over again, that's a trending reel. Like maybe it's a dance, maybe it's a hairstyle, maybe it's just like a funny thing and you've seen it over and over again. You better be making that reel. And you can make it in a different way than that person made it, but you better be making that reel because that's a trending reel. You want to use trending sounds, trending music, and things like that. So do it over and over again. I personally, I have like 3 categories of reels that I do. I do hair tutorials. I do like challenges or dances with my husband. And you want to know something funny about it is we always do these in our little sitting room off of our kitchen, and our dog, our fat pug dog, is always asleep on the couch behind us. And people make comments about the dog. So we specifically place our dog in that spot anytime we're doing a challenge in that room. Anytime. Nacho is going to be in the background because people notice him, they make comments about him, and the more comments that you're getting, the more engagement that you're getting. So if somebody comments on something in the background of your video, like make it a habit to make that thing reappear all the time because that is what our fat nacho pug does. And then I do hair tutorials. I do like some kind of challenge or something with Kylie, and then I do something that's entertaining. So whether it's humor or dancing or lip syncing, those are the categories that I go for. So if I'm like, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do with my hair today or whatever, it's not a day I can do a reel with Kylie, I'm going to find something else to do. I have one that's like, the song that's like, something, the turn down for what song, you know, and like the music builds, the music builds, the music builds. And so you're in your car and the music's building and you're feeling it and you're feeling it. And right when the beat drops, your Siri is like, make a right-hand turn on Avenue 606. And you're just like disappointed. Like that's a funny reel and I've seen it over and over again. And so I made it. I haven't posted it yet. It's hanging out in my drafts for a rainy day when I don't have anything to do. But like anything like that you see in the research and you're like, that cracked me up. I'm going to save that and I'm going to make it later. Do those kind of things. And I said, I saved it in my drafts. I'm going to come back to it because I have a list of tips and that is in it. Okay, so you found your categories, you're finding the reels that you like, you're starting to make the reels, and now you're going to start posting them. Even if you're embarrassed, put it out there. And if you put a reel out there and it doesn't perform like you want it to, don't ever delete it because you never know when that reel is going to catch some traction. Perfect example. I did a remix reel, and I'll talk about remixes in a minute. But this girl was doing her hair, and I was side by side in the video doing my hair. I did it on May 5th. On average, it had about 1,000 views, which was about the average for me when I started doing the reels, was 1,000 views on a reel. The next week, it was about the same. But the next week, 2 weeks later, is when that reel started getting traction, and I started getting hundreds of likes a day, hundreds. And I was like, what the F is happening? What is going on? And now today, like I still, anytime I open my Instagram app, I have over 100 likes. I have new comments, but I can't even find the comments because I'm going through all the likes. It has 1.5 million views on a reel that I made on May 5th. So like, don't ever delete the reel. You don't know when it's going to hit its peak. And because of that reel, I've gotten 1,500 new followers and my entire like Instagram has went up by 500%. Like it's insane. So don't ever delete the reels. The other thing is always use 30 hashtags. I know hashtags are so annoying. I never used them because I hated them. It was like you had to type out every single one. Do it. You got to freaking do it. It doesn't matter if it's in the post. It doesn't matter if it's in the comments. Post 30 hashtags somewhere and make them related to your video. Do not have, I mean, you can have like 10 hashtags saved in your notes that you use, but sometimes make them at the beginning, sometimes make them in the middle, sometimes make them at the end, because if you just have 30 hashtags in your notes section and you're copying and pasting every time, Instagram is going to know that and they're not going to show it. And you want to make sure that the video that you're sharing has hashtags relating to that video, not just whatever your block of hashtags are. So use hashtags every single time. Get really creative with your reels. If you just take a video of your kid playing baseball and you put it in a reel and you add music to it, you're adding no value to anyone. You think your kids are cute, but nobody else really cares. Sorry, I'm saying it. They really don't. If you're not adding some kind of value, your reel is not going to get traction. Now, granted, I have shown reels of my kids, or I've made, like for my husband's birthday, I did pictures from when we started dating till now with music, and it was sentimental to me. But I knew that it wasn't going to add value to anyone else or bring traction. So sure, you can make those reels for you, but if you're trying to build your business and do this for 30 days in the month of June, you have to be intentional, you have to add value, and you have to be creative. So don't just take a video and add music to it and call it a reel, because it's not going to work. So these are my top 10, or these are my top tips, and I'll wrap this up. Okay. If you are doing a video that is like a lip sync or a dancing video, it has to be to a specific beat, or it has to match up. You're going to have to shoot that in reels. And like I said, Google it, YouTube it. There's a way to set a timer. There's a way to break it up in blocks so you don't have to memorize a whole 30 seconds of someone talking, but you're going to shoot that in reels, and you can also trim the fat off of it in reels. If you're just doing a regular video, like when I do hair tutorials, I just film them on my camera roll, I drop them in InShot, and I edit it that way. And then I put it into the Reels app. Make sure every time you're making a reel and you get to the point where it says preview, there's this button at the top, and hit that button to save it, and it'll say save without audio. Save it. After you add all the text, before you go to save it as a draft, save it again, because there have been many times when I went to my drafts and they're gone. But luckily, I have them saved to my camera roll. So save, save, save all the time, because Instagram will crash and you will open your drafts and they will be gone. If you have the time, if you know, oh, on Wednesday, I have a 3-hour break in my day, my kids are going here, blah, 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 make batch content. Film a bunch of videos and edit them when you can. Like 2 weeks ago on a Monday, I filmed like 7 reels and just had them sitting in my camera roll, and I would edit them when I had time at lunch or whatever. And then I didn't have to worry about a day when I forgot to make a reel. So batch content. Okay, after you have saved the reel, maybe it's in your draft or you've recorded a reel, make sure you take a photo to go into your cover. I've heard that your Instagram grid does not have to be aesthetically pleasing anymore. People don't really care, is what I've heard. And I'm going for it, because I hated having an aesthetically pleasing feed. It restricted me from posting, because I would be stressed out that this picture didn't go with this picture, or this color was more black and this one was more white. Like, I just don't give a flying F anymore. And I just post. So I take the picture after I make the reel, if it's my hair or whatever, if it's me and Kylie and we did a stupid dance challenge and I'm holding him, we'll take a picture, and that is what I use for my cover photo. Now, if I've done a hair tutorial, I take that photo, I put it in word swag, and I put a little thing over it. Like today, my hairstyle, I put easy faux braids. And when I post the reel, that will be my cover photo. So when people go to the Reels section of your Instagram and it's a tutorials, they'll see, oh, that's for this hairstyle, that's for this hairstyle, that's for this hairstyle. The other ones I don't put any words on, just for my whatever. Okay, I said remixes a couple times. A remix is like the TikTok duo. So the girl, she was doing her hair and I wanted to remix her reel. So there's a little button that has like some arrows. You click that, you remix it. Her video is playing on one side and you do your video on the other. Jackie said that it's only for iPhone users, but I know I have friends who have iPhones and they do not have the remix option yet, which tells me that it's still in beta testing through Instagram. So if you have the remix option, you better freaking utilize that because Instagram is pushing that feature right now and not everyone else has it. The reel that I did that has 1.5 million views is a remix. And I think that has something to do with it. So if you have remixes, do that. I already said that your feed isn't important anymore. You don't have to do long captions anymore, people. Nobody wants to read a paragraph about your life. Nobody wants to read a paragraph and have to scroll multiple times. You don't have to do it anymore. It's amazing. I don't like to type them and I don't like to read them. So you don't have to do it anymore. If that's something that's holding you back from posting, don't even worry about it. Just throw something out there that it's good and you feel like you're adding value and you're good to go. Add your 30 hashtags. Okay, here, I'm almost done. Your feed, your reels, and your Instagram lives or IGTVs need to be specific to your niche. You need to be specific to your niche. Your stories, they're just there to add your personality. Your stories are there for people to get to know, like, and trust you, to show your personality, to see the unfiltered version of you. Did you know? I didn't know this. I did stories all the time. I was like, I can do stories. I'm here for the story. But your stories, less than 1% in like growth comes from your stories. Less than 1%. So yeah, you want to do stories so your new followers and things like that, they get to know you through that, but that's not where you're growing from. So keep that on your reels, your feeds, and your lives. If you want to, this is it, and then I'm done. If you want to get more views on your reels, here's a sneaky, dirty hack. You make the reel, it posts, you hit share to your story, you shrink it down, you mute it, and then you put a picture over it with a caption that says new reel. Your reel is playing in the background and it's getting views and nobody knows that it's there and you're getting views. Then your next slide, you share it again, the same video to your story. You show the reel and you put a GIF over it that says tap here over a majority of it. So then they have to tap it. So your one reel is going to get 3 views, one from the hidden reel that's behind a picture and it's muted, 2 from when it's playing and it says tap here and they tap here, and then 3 when they go and actually watch it in your reels feed. You tracking me? Tracking that? Okay. And the last thing is don't post and ghost. I was so guilty of this. It was like, I just have to get it posted. I'll just post it and I would post it and then I would be done. That's not going to work. You have to engage with people. You should be engaging at least 1 hour a day on Instagram, leaving comments, liking photos. That's going to show Instagram that you're actively on the program. So before I post a reel, I go through and I comment and I like for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Then I post my reel and then I do the same 5 to 10 minutes engaging with other people. If people are commenting on my reels, I'm liking their comment, replying to their comment, and I'm also watching stories for a good 5 or 10 minutes. So when I'm posting a reel, I block out like 30 minutes of time just to engage for like 30 minutes. So that is it. That is all my tips and tricks, you guys. I've learned a lot from Brock Johnson. His handle's Brock11 Johnson. But it's really like, I didn't want to, I did want to do it, but I also didn't want to do it. But I just decided one day to commit. And I told you, like, my audience has grown by 1,500 new people. I've sent a link to an opportunity week that I'm doing to 6 people. I got 2 new VIPs. I have samples going out. So like, it's working. So yeah. that's it. That's all I got.
Maggie, thank you so much. That was amazing. All of the information that you had, we're going to record this. We're going to get this up for training so you guys can go through this again. But honey, thank you so much for sharing with us. I so appreciate it. And this was on a whim. I just asked her to do this yesterday. So thank you for taking time out of your schedule because I know you're busy, my friend.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, guys. So
Absolutely. All right, you
hey,
guys,
if
take
you
care.
want to remix with me at Maggie Daniel, I got lots of hairstyles. I got dances. I got lip syncs. I'm here for it. Maybe I'll remix you back.
All right, awesome. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.